That is a Childish Gambino art from one of his covers. Yeah. All right. So now we are recording the this presentation and little workshop, whatever it is. Um, everyone say hi.
Hi.
That's funny. I thought you guys were gonna do it at the same time.
We did.
And
We
then-
did.
That's not my definition of same time, but anyway. So the purpose is to train the matriculation specialist how to set up Google email and appointments and do their visit reports. So I'm going to head on over to the PowerPoint. I'm going to be switching off between the PowerPoint and the Salesforce, so just so you guys have a sense. So as you can see, here's my reminder to record the session. Sweet. So have y'all logged into the sandbox already?
Yes.
All right. So then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at Gmail. So let me log in really quickly. In 1. So the first thing you need to do is go to email and my email settings, and then check the Gmail radio button and edit your username and add an email signature if you want, and then you'll go to the language and time zone and set it to Phoenix. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. So for you all, it looks something more like this. So you'll go to your profile settings here. And then you will go over to email, my email settings, and you should click Gmail here and put your email and your email name, how you would like it to appear in your email address, and your signature. This is so like 2000s.
Back in.
Whoa. So that's what that means. So were you all able to successfully do that?
No, mine doesn't have the option for email or Gmail and Salesforce. It has my email name.
Okay, could you go back to Lightning? Could you? So
okay.
you would go into. So let me go take you back. So you're in Classic right now. So you would go to your name and then switch to Lightning Experience.
Okay.
Do you not have the option?
No, it's just my profile, my settings, and log out.
Okay, let me fix that real quick.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. All right, have at it. So settings, email, my email settings.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. Same issue or?
No, we're good. I have the options that are in the signature box.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead and add all that stuff and save it.
Yo, what up, cuz?
Yo, what up, cuz?
What's up? What's good with it?
So once you finish that off and you click that you'll be sending email through Gmail, you're going to go to language and time zone. that one?
It's just my screen is way different.
Oh, you're in Classic. You can switch over to Lightning by going to your username and clicking Switch to Lightning Experience or something like that. Yeah. So these are called the two different environments. For the matriculation specialist, you are going to be only on Lightning Experience, and then Lachelle, you're going to be switching back and forth. But we'll go over that when we get to campaign management. So once you get that email set up, you would go to language and time zone, and make sure your time zone is the Phoenix area. And click save. So let me know when you accomplish those two things, and we'll move on. Sweet.
Do the first part, language and time zone.
Yeah. Make sure it says Phoenix at the end. Alright. So next you're gonna navigate to any lead and edit their email to be your Be a Leader email, just so that when we send test emails right now, it goes into your account.
For a view your email?
Yeah. So go to any lead and change their email, but don't go to the same lead, because then that's going to be impossible.
I'm on Rogelio Garcia.
Alright, I'll do Kayla Moreno. Rubio.
Perfect. I will pick myself. And so you're going to go to the activity, and you're going to log an email.
It's still evening. Last dots. We found no duplicates of this lead. Campaign history.
So you're here, and then you're in the lead, right? And then you would go to the activity and click email. Is that what you're getting, Lisha?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
And then we say yes, connect to Gmail.
Yes. Then you'll go through a few. Yes, connect to Gmail and just log in.
Beautiful.
So I've already done that, so I don't have that in my in my screen. But let's see. Oh, yours is already connected. So and you already provided your password.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So once you do that, and you've already made sure it's going to go to your email, right? So then just send them a hello.
Hello, yeah, what up?
So it should go to your email. So I have it to go to my personal.
I got an email from Sandbox.
Sweet. You got it? What about you, Hannah?
I have to sincerely just go there or sit there. Okay, here we go. Let's just take it. Alright, that's all.
Alright, so now if you go to the activity history, you should see the email that you just sent. Alright, so it's loading, but are you able to see the email you just sent?
Mine's still loading.
Okay.
can click the email and actually see if it's the subject.
You want to click refresh on the entire page, yeah. So you would go to email, so you could send an email. And then, have you edited the student's email address? Okay, so that's the first thing you would do is you'd go and edit the student's email address, and you just put your name, your Be a Leader email there. Perfect. All right, so then you should be able to see that email. Cool. So mine's is taking a while to show the emails, so I don't know what's going on, but you should be able to see it over in your Gmail. So let me try and see one. So if you go to your Gmail now, you should be able to see an email that you got, such as, "Hey, Fu, you didn't show up. Why you no show?"
Now,
I know, I forgot.
why is you showing now?
So let's say, so obviously you're able to track the emails that you send through Salesforce. But then let's say that the student replies to you and they say, "Hey, I actually can't make my appointment tomorrow. Can I come on Friday, and also what documents do I need to bring?" So you respond to them and you say, they say, "Hey, can't make the meeting, or can't make today's appointment. Can I come Friday? Also, what do I need to bring?" So they say that to you. Awesome. And you want to reply to them and say, "Okay, that is cool. I will pencil you in for Friday at noon. Bring your FSA ID." Awesome. So now you go back to Salesforce and you want to obviously make sure that you're keeping track of the conversation in Salesforce, right? So that you know what's going on. But that actually doesn't happen automatically.
Right.
So you actually have to go to Gmail and record the conversation from there.
Need to be on Google Chrome?
Yeah, so the way you do that is you'd pull out this nice little thing that connects to Salesforce. so that you can what's called relate the email thread to your student's Salesforce account.
Sorry, hold on, I was writing. Okay, so we're in Chrome.
And then this is also on the PowerPoint, so you don't need to take a lot of notes. It's already kind of tells you how to do it. So first you have to just make sure that you're on Google Chrome.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take you through the steps of downloading. It's called a Salesforce extension that allows you to view these details in your Gmail app. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the web store on Google Chrome. Usually the way you access it is you click here on apps, and you're gonna
Where's
search.
here?
Yeah.
Us can do that through audio.
So you go to the Salesforce, the app store. Shouldn't be here, the web store. So
Wait, where is this?
so the first thing is you should be on Chrome,
Uh-huh.
and then in Chrome there's a little link here that says apps.
And then click
Is that
web
web
store.
store?
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're looking for Salesforce.
So yeah, you'll click on the web store, and in the search box you'll click Lightning for Gmail.
I don't know if I have it. Or can I go to email?
So you would go here
Oh,
to
never
apps.
mind.
Yeah. Here you would type in Salesforce Lightning for Gmail. So just to walk kind of K3, here you would click Apps on Google Chrome, and then go to the web store, look it up. And then download it. So you should click on the button that says Add. Mine, I already have it downloaded, so it says Rate It, but you want to add it to Google Chrome. And then next, you'll see it pop up on the very right-hand side at the top. It'll be a little blue cloud that says Salesforce. Let me know when you guys have the little cloud up.
I'm good to go.
Okay. Then you're gonna right-click on it and hit Options, and it's gonna take you to this screen. Make sure that the environment says Sandbox, and then you can go back to Gmail, and you'll see this pop up on the right-hand side of your screen. Boom. And then you log into your account. It'll look like this, and then you just click Login. And remember your
Wait, sorry, when we went back to Gmail, Environment Sandbox, click the Salesforce icon.
yes.
We right click?
No, so there's like this little arrow. You click that little arrow.
Is it already on?
Yeah, no, not logged in. So It's your username. It's your Be a Leader Gmail with dot matrix at the end, and then your password.
And then from there, do you want us to go to Salesforce?
No, you'll stay there. You'll stay in Gmail.
Gotcha.
So you sent a verification code? Is that right?
Yeah, if it's asking you to verify, then you would get an email in your inbox, and you'd have to copy the verify code. So then what you're going to want to do, well, first let me know once you guys are logged in. Logged in. So you were going to go to the email response from your student, and then because it's connected using your email, it should come up. Like the student's name should come up. And you're going to want to click on this item. So make sure that you're in the email.
We go to the response from the student and then click it.
Yeah. So then, right. So then you're in. You should be in that leads. Is that lead coming up? Oops. Okay. If that student is not coming up, then you're going to search for them. So whoever you sent the email to, you would search for them. So right from Salesforce. So, or sorry, right from your Gmail. So go back to your Gmail. You can search for them. So you would search for that student.
Okay.
So let me just demonstrate. So I'm in the production, so I'm just gonna look up Melissa. So I would say so that's happening. So I'll just go to Gary, right? And then the way to relate the little button doesn't come up for me, but there should be a button next to that student's name that looks like this. Do you all see it?
No. There's a different one.
So let me just go back. So you see it would be where it says students, the button is over here. Let's see. This is where you try stuff out. So interesting. So normally, so I'll have to make sure to fix that. So once you set that up and that button appears, you basically click it and it'll record the activity right there. So then that way you can access the email from Salesforce. So when you're meeting with a student, you don't have to like go into your inbox and say, wait, what was our last conversation? You can just say, oh, okay, we had an email. I recorded it to Salesforce because it was important enough for me to know this. And now that you're here in your appointment, then I know how to serve you because we had this conversation and it's all in one place. So that is email, and that's how you would be able to then go back and access the email in Salesforce. So I'll work on fixing that, and we will move on to Google Calendar. So let me go and make sure that the sync is in place. The right way. Okay. Okay, so that's going. Okay, cool. So that's happening as well. Great. So you guys are linked. So then you're gonna go into your Google Calendar and create an event and choose the type appointment, and then you're gonna label the fields. So go to your Google Calendar, and a screen like that one should pop up, and you'll see at the very top left corner of that window, it says event, and then a dash, and then appointment slot. So you're gonna say appointment slot.
Yeah, it looks a little, yeah.
Wait, so go back to your calendar. So when you click on it, click anywhere to make it event.
Oh.
And then you say appointment slots at the very top. You click on appointment slots. There you go. What does it say? Oh, okay. You can just say get started with the appointment slots. So you go back to your calendar, and then click anywhere on the calendar just to make one, and then click appointment slots. So that would be the first thing. So you'll fill out the label should be the high school name. Then it should be your own.
That's the appointment for.
Where it says appointment for, you would say I think I put Central High School in my example, so it could just be the high school name. The calendar should be your Be a Leader calendar. So for me, under calendar, it says Data Coordinator. That's the name of my calendar for Be a Leader. And it's my rodrigo.dorador@bealeaderfoundation.org. You should offer slots of 30 minutes. And one of the things that we're going to need to do is every week you are going to have to, I think, recreate this. So this is going to be how students make appointments with you. Every week you're going to go in and create your appointment slots so that students can submit appointments. And I'll show you how that works in the back end, but first just want you to make it. So make sure to create the event. And then you're going to go into the event into the editing mode, and you're going to fill out the description. You don't have to fill it out right now. I already have it typed up for you all, or at least like what I think would be something appropriate or acceptable, and it just talks about It just says, thank you for reaching out. Here's how you make an appointment. This is the information I need. And it provides you with the link to your calendar. So if I go to my calendar, and I go to edit details, you'll see that the details are filled out. And I go to the calendar link, and I can see the open slots that I have. So if I'm a student and I want to have an appointment, I would just click this time slot. And then I would say, my name is Rodrigo, my student ID is 1234, my phone number is that, and my email is cool. So you'll see that now Google populates my name in the subject field, so you'll know this, and then the rest of this information will already be filled in, and then you click save. And that's how students will make appointments with you. So that's what you'll see, and then on their end, students will basically see the calendar, they will see available appointments, and then save their appointment. That slot, once somebody clicks in one appointment slot, then it gets closed for everyone else. And then you'll receive an email that somebody RSVP to an appointment. And you'll see here they'll fill all that information out. So here's an example for Morpheus. And then once those students fill in that information, you're going to see your appointments in your Google Calendar and Salesforce. So I'll give you an example. So here's the appointment for, I think, Morpheus. Then here's the appointment for Rodrigo, and then there's another Rodrigo Dorador appointment slot. So that's how they'll appear in your Google Calendar, and then they'll be moved over to your Salesforce org. So if you make it and respond to one, you should be able to then go to your calendar and see that.
What do you mean by respond?
So if you go into your own appointment calendar and make an appointment with yourself, it'll appear as an appointment in your Google Calendar, and once you make that appointment, that's what gives Salesforce the signal to create an appointment.
So when I say yes.
Yeah, so as you can see, this is the one that I just made. Central High School from 2:30 to 3, and then when I click on it and click more details, I can see all the information. Oh no, that's not the one I just created. It might be this one. There it is, it's that one. And once you create that appointment, then once the student comes in, you can fill in the rest of the fields here. So let's see how that's going to work.
Okay, so the appointment should be on the Salesforce calendar if I say yes?
Yeah. Is that another thing?
That's good.
Oh, that's a good one. So go to your Google Calendar.
So this is the one
So
she made.
yes.
Yeah.
Save. And then can you go in and make and accept one of the appointment slots? No, in Google. So you will go into Google, go to your appointment calendar.
Am I in the right one?
Yeah, so you would click through that event, go to any details, and then go to the link and make an appointment with yourself. Save.
Go back to Salesforce, check it.
So go back to Salesforce. You want to click the refresh button. Alright. So Salesforce has been doing that for a while. I couldn't get it to work on the sandbox, but as you can see, I got it to work in production, which is where we're gonna be actually doing the work. So I'll make sure to fix that and make sure that it works for y'all in production. Let me check something actually. Hopefully it's here. Is this the one you made?
Yeah.
Perfect. So it is in production. It didn't go to the sandbox. Maybe because I activated the production org. Cool. So that's how that'll work out then. So that's calendar. Any questions so far before we get into visit reports?
So it just takes a while for the calendar to update, is what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah, and then in Sandbox, so I've been having issues with getting it to communicate between Google Calendar and the Sandbox, but as
Yeah.
you just saw, from Google Calendar to our production org is what it's called. That's like our official one.
Mm-hmm.
It's working. So I'll make sure to get all those little things fixed. And Lachelle, I may need your help, so I can make sure that at least the thing we had issues with today was the email, relating
Yeah.
the emails back to Salesforce, so we can check in like maybe Friday, work that out.
So for now, it's best to just check our Gmail
Well, I would say we're not using that appointments yet, so the goal will be. Well, that's actually a good question. My goal is to get this to you guys the week of August 7th, fully functioning. So
Okay.
that gives us a week and a half, which I just have to figure out what's going on with the Gmail. Not recognizing the student that you were emailing, so that's that. What else? Yeah, because I don't think students will start making appointments with y'all after week 2, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think it should be up and running by that point. And you'll be on your production side, so you should be good to go there. Any other questions?
Nope.
Alright. So then for visit reports, you would go to Salesforce. You would let's see the tab drop down and select visit reports and enter whatever data is requested. So you would go to your tabs, you would go to visit reports, and you'd click new, and then some information would come up and you just basically fill out the report name. So you would say Central High School. There isn't any accounts on here yet, so you might have to create a new account for this test right now, but when we're in production, all the high schools are already there.
How do you create a new account? You just start typing it?
Yeah, and then there should be like a little, so if you go to search accounts,
Oh, gotcha.
and you click it, it says new account. So create a new high school account.
If you're making Central High Slash, make it different.
Yeah. Oh, I just put Boyle Heights High School from LA. So you make a new account.
It just says no results. I didn't see a button to make new.
Yeah, for account.
Yeah,
Yeah, so click new account.
there is no new account button.
Oh, that's right. You guys don't have permissions to create new accounts. Okay. Can you search for Boyle Heights High School then?
Mhm.
Oh, shit. You might not even have access to that.
Found it.
Okay, good. Security, yeah. You select the date, number of minutes on campus, and just put 30. You would, I would just make it a what? Matriculation specialist, number of students served, 5,000.
That's quite productive.
Yeah, and then it was Michelle. And you save it. And boom.
I like.
And that's visit reports, and that'll be used for when you guys do information sessions. So you're not going to need to be doing this anymore to track how many FAFSAs were submitted and corrections and all that stuff at the end of the day. It's going to be used only for when you do information sessions.
How did you bypass the new account one again? Is my listening
Go-
invalid option?
Go to Boyle Heights.
Just go to Heights.
Yeah, just look up Boyle Heights. I know you guys don't have credentials to create new accounts.
Just like 5,000.
So that's visit reports, and that's all I kind of had to do for today. So we're just gonna do a quick overview. So what we did today is we went and set up our Gmail in Salesforce. We downloaded the extension for our Google inbox. We were not able to relate emails to our Salesforce students, but I'm gonna work on that this week and make sure that that's working. We went to Google Calendar and we saw how to create appointment slots. That link that we have now, that's the link that students will use. So that'll be given to Dolores, right? And so
So we'll have a different link for each school, right? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure how you guys, what the best way to work it out. I think that's the easiest one. It's not going to be a different link per school. It's going to be, because, like for example, Hannah, you'll be at 3 different schools, right? So it'll be the same link for those 3 schools.
Works for me.
So I don't know how you guys want to show that on the web page, but basically you should be emailing this link to Lachelle so that she has it.
Or
Sorry,
specific.
so each school has its own, or like Hannah has her own?
Hannah has her own calendar.
And it'll show like I have slots at Central and this day and North. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So in the beginning, we probably should email that personal info to her.
Yes.
Oh, we get it.
Yeah, you already have it because you created one.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's your appointments calendar for life.
For life.
So we saw how you have to fill out all the details to make it easier for students to know what to bring. Let me check. No, that probably wasn't me. You saw how the students are gonna see the appointment and the information they'll have to fill out. You saw how it comes up in both Google and Salesforce. And then we also saw how visit reports work. And I'll work on making it just simpler so that the only fields you see when you're filling this out are the ones you need to enter. And so that's what we have for today. Is there any feedback on any way to make this easier to navigate or easier to understand?
No, just those two like pickups.
Yeah,
The email.
just the email. Yeah.
Okay, so
and the
fix email.
calendar.
All right. What about the calendar?
Oh, just the email account.
Oh,
The
got it.
transfer, yeah.
Got it. Sweet.